was that?
That was a nice good old stretch in the morning.
What the fuck was that? Ryan! It sounded like you might have died. What the
Yeah, that's not even the worst. You guys have heard stretches that are stretches.
Oh, yeah.
Also, it's even sore this morning because I don't know if I've ever told you guys this, but I have Shane's seen it. So I was born very premature.
You haven't.
So what that? So I was born 16 weeks premature.
No, I mean like you haven't told us, not you weren't
yeah,
born premature.
So I was supposed to be a summer baby, and I was born in May.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was really small when I was a kid. Like.
Oh yeah.
When I was a baby, my parents, like, till I was like 1 or 2, my parents bathed me in the sink in the bathroom.
Sure.
Like I was fucking tiny, is what I'm saying.
He still does that till this day.
No. And then what happened was I hit a real crazy growth spurt, so my body tried to overcompensate for how small I was by like basically growing me faster, right? Like, hey, that's why I hit puberty really young. Like I'm talking like 10. Like I hit puberty real young. And
rests at 10?
Occasionally my muscles will grow. Like it's why if I go to the gym, like I lose and gain weight really easily. The disadvantage to this is sometimes my muscles will spasm, as in like today when I get up and I move my leg and stretched, the entirety of my leg's calf goes into one of the hardest knots of muscles you've ever seen forcefully, and I swear to God it is one of the most painful experiences that I encounter on a semi-regular basis. But yeah, it is frustrating, but that happens because my muscles are trying to do the same thing when I was a kid. The doctor told me when I was a kid, try to compensate even though it doesn't need to. So if I do a lot of physical activity, sometimes like if I do a lot of walking or anything, sometimes that will cause my legs to just do that.
It's a good thing video games doesn't take a lot of physical activity.
Yes.
This happened in the morning, is what I'm saying. So now my whole leg is sore for days, right? Because that happened to me as I woke up when I stretched.
Oh, legendary engram. I got it from the postmaster.
Yeah.
Must be because of the one Chris got.
Anyway.
Real quick, I think it's
cool story, bro.
Actually, I hit the time where it's time to destroy the Cold Heart trace rifle, and I feel kind of bad about it.
Right engram.
I'm gonna sit on it for now.
Shit, I got the funky dance.
Hey man, that's great. Let's go talk to my boy the Cryptarch.
Yeah.
Decrypt this legendary engram, please. Ah, the disrespectful stare. What are you, the disrespectful stare?
Algorithm, to be certain.
You're a better gun. Okay, well, say goodbye to this thing. Oh, yeah. Okay.
It's funny though, I remember the first time Shane, like, cause Shane, growing up, I had told Shane that sometimes I get these, cause Shane was always like, what do you mean your leg muscle just tightens and hurts really badly? That doesn't sound healthy. I'm like, yeah. No, it doesn't. But then I finally, like, it happened to me while I was at his house, and he he put his knuckle on my, where with the muscle. He was like, holy crap, I didn't know a muscle could flex this hard. I'm like, it's not flexing, it's basically just spasming.
Hey Cade, what's up?
I get the same thing, actually, no joke.
Yeah? It hurts. It's real bad.
Yep.
You basically are out of commission for us until the pain subsides. It's frustrating.
Interesting. See, my body is a perfect specimen of health, so I don't have this problem.
All filled with pizza.
Yes.
Yes, Kyle, and the fact that the doctor told me some of this occurs because I was so premature, yeah, totally my fault.
Yeah. I mean, you should have just stayed. You should have just stayed in there, Ryan.
I could say something right now, but I don't want to condemn my family, so.
No, do it up, man. Do it up.
I mean, maybe if my dad hadn't have thrown my mom through the coffee table and she's pregnant.
Whoa! Yeah, no, I mean that's true.
Yeah.
Thanks, Dave.
Yeah, my dad was an angry. Yeah, see, I don't want to condemn my dad. My dad says I'm a mellow dude. He's fine now. I mean, mellow is the wrong word. Mellow is the right word, but
that doesn't sound mellow at all, actually.
No. That was years ago.
I know. People change.
I'm saying like he's not actually mellow right now either. He's just not that.
Yeah.
He's more chill than
he's more chill, but that doesn't mean he's overall chill. I understand.
But I mean, that's as Kyle, we've discussed this regarding like PC culture before. It's like there's a certain perspective of people who really harp on that stuff that don't realize that there are people from completely different timelines that are never going to progress that far. It's like they're gonna die in like 20 years. Just wait. Like seriously.
Wow,
That's what that's. Is it dark? But think about it. Okay, if you were to say most people who are traditionally very racist are older because that's just their generations, is that an accurate statement? So if you wait long enough, those people's opinions will no longer exist. That's just a truth.
Yes.
They're not
Like
influencing anyone generally, like not heavily. Like I don't know. It just seems
you're like, oh, crazy racist Aunt Ethel.
Exactly, right? Like it just seems silly to be like, well, I'm gonna ruin you're 80. I'm gonna tell you what's what. It's like, you know what? Just they're good. If they want to be racist at 80,
when someone
it sucks,
says racist
but
shit in front of me, no matter their age, I'm like, hey, that's really fucked up, so shut it.
See,
like,
if
but
my
I believe this,
grandparents,
like,
my
okay,
grandparents
you believe that on
have
both
and
sides.
do, and they're not even like they're they're pretty liberal. It's just they're also old, right?
Yeah,
and,
they say
like,
the
and
wrong
they're
shit
religious.
sometimes. Yeah, yeah.
They're
Like, when
religious,
somebody
which is the other. Yeah.
Ooh, I don't know about that one.
I mean, that's their prerogative. That's their choice.
No, I know. Just,
I mean,
I just kind of shit on religious people.
yeah, I'm getting rid of Cold Heart too. I actually don't like Cold Heart that much. After time with other guns, it did not do it for me.
Okay, well, hey.
Okay, I can take a break.
We can't all be right, Ryan.
Yeah, I know. Can't all be me.
It ain't easy being green.
Stay here on Earth if you can. Less complicated.
Alright, everyone done with the tower, or do we have anything else to do?
Yeah, but close.
I'm just turning in at the gunsmith here.
I'm getting my Power Ranger helmet back, because I can't get rid of that, right, guys? I mean, really.
No.
Yeah, absolutely not. If you get rid of that, it's betraying. It's betraying your morphin time. And I feel like Chris should announce to, or Kyle, you're the leader. Yeah, you're the green or white ranger in this situation, Kyle. So
He was never officially the leader. It was Red.
No,
he was the best one.
Wow, Kyle, how long has it been since you watched Power Rangers?
Sorry. The original Red Ranger was always the leader. Once they brought in like new guy who sucked. Yes.
He would. So no, they didn't bring new guys. So here's how it worked. Since, believe it or not, like literally a year ago, I tried. I ended up getting as far as Turbo. Because I wanted to watch all the stuff that had Tommy in it, because Tommy's the best. But
yeah, Tommy's
so
the
what
best.
happens is when Tommy first shows up in the first or second season, I can't remember which one it is.
Yeah, he starts out as a villain because Rita gave him his
Is a villain,
powers,
and then he's
turns it
just
around.
friends with them, and he's the Green Ranger. Within literally episodes of him being the Green Ranger, like suddenly Zordon starts asking him what he should be. We're gonna be doing this, and he takes charge. It did not take long for de facto Tommy to basically start acting like the leader, and then they did the White Ranger switch, and once he becomes white, it was 100% Tommy's the leader. Jason was still
after that
around
part,
when
wasn't
Tommy
Jason
was
gone?
the leader. That's actually one of the reasons why the guy who played Jason left, because he was sick of he wanted to do other things, and he ended up coming back seasons later with the other
Austin
cast.
St. John.
Yeah, he was the Gold Ranger in Power Rangers Zeo. And Power Rangers Zeo, Tommy was the leader as the Red Ranger. Same with
I
Turbo.
knew that.
So they de facto turned Tommy into the leader really early in that show.
Yeah, well, don't you remember that wasn't there a point where they had to start sidelining Tommy a bunch because he had limited power because Rita stopped giving him his power, and then they had to decide if they needed Tommy, and then he's like, fuck it, I'm just gonna give all my power
that's when
to
they
Jason.
instantly did the White Ranger stuff.
Yeah, he came back, but
Yeah.
they didn't know that at the time.
He came back
right?
within the next several. Yeah, the next arc was literally Billy discovering Alpha and Zordon working on the White Ranger shit in the thing.
Yeah, you guys ready?
Sure, I'm ready now.
Are we doing?
But yeah,
Are we doing a strike time or?
what are our things? As long as because milestones are the things that get us up, we just gotta make sure.
No, I understand. Mine are
because we have.
earn
Oh,
clan
sorry, I have to
XP.
return to Cade. I'm glad I didn't. Oh, for the patrols.
Yeah, I already went back to
Derp.
Cade. Sorry.
I didn't do that. We should probably. I know you hate it, but we have it up, and it goes way faster this time. It's usually only 3 or 4 matches.
Crucible?
We should Crucible, yeah.
Alright.
Because we do not. We have it for Nightfall, but we don't have it for regular strikes. That's the only thing I'm saying is, just because I know we're all at the power level where Crucible, or sorry, milestones will get us higher, so then we can maybe do the Nightfall at some point. We might even be able to today, depending on how much time you guys have. Because
No way.
Because I'm not headed out for the whatchamacallit.
Yeah, but I've got less than 2 hours, so I don't think we're gonna have time, and I'm still not there yet. I'm still 227. I don't think we're gonna have time.
Oh, you're only 220. Holy crap!
I know. I'm way behind you guys. I don't know why.
I wish I could just give you a gun and that would bring you up. Well, like, what do you mean no?
It's cheating.
What? Oh, Kyle, you don't know how it works. So, it's useful to if you have multiple characters, it's useful to store a gun that's higher level. And
No, I understand. This is my best
not,
one though.
Yeah, the only reason I'm saying that is because as gear drops, it drops based on what your power. Like it'll drop higher than your power level.
I knew that.
So if you use a gun that's 265, your power level might go from 225 to like 240. It means your
and then
gear
your
that's
drops
dropping
come out
after
better.
that will all be like 250, so you'll level quicker.
No, I understand. I was
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah. But I haven't been able to do any of that.
I'm good to Crucible now. I got the.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I forgot that that's your best character.
Yeah, because I fucking went to a convention and shit, man. And, you know, when you have all that, like, oh, I'm going to play some Destiny free time, I have to, like, you know, edit videos and shit.
So, Chris, you told me they were bringing back Starcade.
Yes. Wrestling.
Except that they're not.
Oh, they're not?
I mean, they are. Except it's a televised house show. That's not Starcade.
Well,
that's not
lame.
Starcade.
I read it was part pay-per-view.
They're calling it Starcade. They're airing it on the network. That's it. But it's a house show. It's not canon. None of it matters. They're good, and that's why there's rumors of them bringing in New Japan guys, because it's just all off script. It's all, none of it really makes a difference. And they just want to make. They're doing it also in the WCW territory, in Ric Flair territory. That's why Charlotte and Flair will be there. I'm sure of it. They're doing it in, was it North Carolina? Because that's WCW-ville. That, to me, that's kind of insulting, because Kyle doesn't know this, but Starcade was the WrestleMania of WCW. Like, it was.
I did know that, actually.
Oh, okay, I thought you didn't. It was their show. They even had a fake Rumble that they would lead to before that. It was called World War III, which I know is a terrible name for a Royal Rumble
because the
equivalent,
next year, it's like, oh, we're doing World War III again?
Yes, but the reason they call it World War III is because it's a Royal Rumble, Kyle, with 3 different rings.
Oh, okay.
So there's like 100 superstars. They got, back in those days, they got real mileage out of the fact that there was 600 NWO members, because they could just throw them all in a ring together.
Wait, were these rings like side by side?
There was 3 of them, and they were all in a vertical or horizontal, like in a line. So that, there was no rules on what ring you needed to be in. So wrestlers would just consistently change rings. Like, I remember Kevin Nash at one point when the NWO was dominating, that they wanted Nash to win. So he would have his NWO cronies when he was in red and black fight the other guys in the other 2 rings, and he'd stand in one of the rings that had no wrestlers in it and just taunt. And you're just like, okay, this is ridiculous.
Yeah, but like, are they literally all side by side? So like, it's easy to go from ring
in a
to
line,
ring without getting thrown
like in
over?
a line, not like side by side, but like up and down, up and down.
Okay, same fucking thing, Ryan. Like,
it is.
They're attached to each other. There's just space between them, is what I meant.
No, you can go from one to the other.
That's what.
Which people did frequently.
That's
WCW used the multiple ring gimmick a lot. Like, they actually used it for cage matches. That was one of their big things, where you do war games, where it was, instead of, it's like a Hell in a Cell match, except there's 2 rings, so the cell is even bigger, and the rings are attached. And like, war games, if I remember correctly, wasn't it the rule, Chris, where like, it wasn't like. It was like Royal Rumble, where each person didn't start in the ring. Like, the first 2 did, but then after that, every 30 minutes, a random person from one of the other, because it's team on team, Kyle.
Every
so like
30 minutes?
Or, sorry, not every 30 minutes, every few minutes, sorry, is what I meant to say.
Ryan, you gotta remember something here. Ryan, you gotta remember something here. WCW needed those big rings, because that's where the big boys play.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
that's where the big boys
you see
play.
the big boys in the not the UFC. Jesus
I can't help but
WWE,
notice that
who break the rings.
Yeah.
And then it's like, well, I guess this show's over now.
It just, I don't know. I see people now who go and like critique older WCW, and it's like, yeah, they did have a fetish with just throwing bodies. Like, there were so many irrelevant wrestlers back then. There was no, like, you start to wonder maybe if they weren't so dumb with some of that stuff, if it would have been more sustainable. Because you got to think of how much money was being wasted on characters and talent that actually just didn't need it. I mean, no offense to guys like Scott Norton and Buff Bagwell, but they didn't do anything. They were just there to wear an NWO shirt. That's literally what they were paid for. It just makes you wonder, Chris, like, if they would have been able to sustain longer, if they would have, like, maybe not thrown 800 wrestlers in a ring at once. What if the NWO was just like 7 close-knit members always, never more bigger than that? That would have been cool. If you had to pick 7 though, Chris, who are they? I mean, it's Hall, Nash, and Hogan for starters, obviously. But who gets added from there? What other 4 talent if you could only have 7 members in the original NWO and only ever 7? Including Bischoff. Oh. Does Bischoff stay or no?
Oh.
That's a tough question, I know. Bischoff's pretty pivotal.
I think you need Bischoff. That was a good firefight for us, Chris.
Sorry?
That was a good firefight for us.
5 lives left.
Man, I threw a random grenade and it killed 3 people.
Yeah. Well, I was
Yeah,
shooting
I-
at them,
I did-
so I got them low and bailed, and then the grenade.
I can't even decide what I want, who I'd keep. If we're talking early days
What about your
NWO,
boy
I'd say,
X-Pac?
well, yeah, I guess he's part of the whole bigger group, so that would probably have to happen, right? Because he was part of it originally.
Yeah. What was that fucking
Fuck.
video?
Like I'm pretty sure both X-Pac and Macho Man have to count, right, Kyle? Like, or Chris, sorry. Like I think
Yeah,
they
they
have
do.
to be there. So that means we only have 2, and I think Bischoff might have to be there too, which means 1.
Fucked. Okay.
Lives left.
I'm trying to think of
what
like
was-
who actually had good pivotal times in NWO. Savage did, yeah. Savage had feuds with DDP that were actually real good.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Step into a Slim Jim, Ryan.
who else had relevant good NWO feuds?
Step into the spice.
I don't know if there's anyone else you haven't mentioned.
Did Henning ever do anything relevant in NWO?
You're out
No.
of lives. Fight on just the
What about who was all fucking Conan? Oh, of course, Conan. Done. So Conan, you got no Latinos.
life.
Fuck. I'm out. It's just you guys.
Oh, actually no, Chris Scott Steiner. Never mind.
Oh yeah, never mind.
Your
you're
boy.
right. How
It's
could I
your
even
fucking
forget
boy.
about him?
Come
He's the
on.
man.
You
Beat
guys,
you into the fucking living death.
that's the best mic worker in the fucking WWFCW.
Dude, no one knows math better than fucking Scott Steiner.
Just, oh man, that fucking promo.
You obliterated the enemy.
We won?
Sorry,
Good job,
beat
everybody.
you to the living death? I thought that was the Steiner quote, but it isn't. That's a Ken Shamrock quote against Tito Ortiz, and then Tito Ortiz burst out laughing. But it might as well be Scott Steiner, because Ken Shamrock is the Scott Steiner of
it's
MMA.
more
so.
embarrassing because at least in the WWE they're supposed to be ridiculous, or in the, not WWE. Sorry, in wrestling, wasn't Ken Shamrock like an actual fighter of something?
Well, Ken Shamrock was a wrestler too.
Oh, was he? Okay.
Ken Shamrock, yeah, Ken Shamrock was the early day WWF. I'm a legit guy. WWF actually pushed him too. Like they took him pretty seriously. He won. He didn't win the big title, but he feuded with The Rock. Like he was considered a relative. Ken Shamrock wasn't actually awful in WWF.
He was Brock Lesnar before Brock Lesnar.
Yes.
Basically.
Except he
Okay.
didn't do suplexes. He just did ankle locks. Like Kurt Angle had not
Suplexes are more
debuted it either. He was the pseudo shoe fire, but he was also his thing was during his tenure in WWF, he kind of was also wrestling MMA or fighting MMA, and then he eventually became like full-time MMA, and was good for like
Am I getting
the
outplayed?
first 2
Yep.
UFC cards. He was good until Tito showed up, as was a lot of MMA fighters. I feel like.
I fucked up real bad.
I don't know. Maybe it's just Tito. It's obviously not just Tito, but I give a lot of credit to like what MMA looks like today to Tito, because what MMA looked like in the Royce Gracie, Dan Severn, Ken Shamrock days was way different than the Tito style.
Oh, 100%.
Like just things like ground and pound just was not nearly as mean. I feel like Tito did it, and it was like, holy shit, yeah, we should be doing that. We should be ending people, like, not just laying on them. Let's fucking finish them. I feel like it made all those wrestlers,
What
Chris,
the
who
fuck?
like to lay on people, suddenly realize that their strategies probably weren't as good, because some dudes will just punch them in the face repeatedly really hard. Crucible. Alright, we're playing Crucible. Like, I've been playing, but I totally forgot that it was Crucible. I just default in Crucible sometimes. How have you guys been doing?
I mean, okay.
I mean, I had 5 kills in the first round. So, I mean, I was doing good.
You're out of
Got him.
lives.
Yeah, I got him!
Fight on just
Oh, Cal got him. Whatever. I hit him. It gave me credit. I got a number for it, so I'll take it.
Yep.
No lives left for any.
Shit, we don't have any lives left. This is
When you're dead.
this is down to the limit. You push it. Walk across the danger zone. That's not the song. Andrew says that all the time
30
though.
seconds. Both teams out of reserve. End it.
Okay, I'm backing off for heal. Okay, it's just me.
Guardian stand.
He's weak. So you should rush him.
I am.
There might
No,
be
he's gonna
multiple guys up
go.
there.
Yeah.
Kyle could go kill for kill here though.
No, I couldn't get away.
Defeated.
And there were more of them. I did my best.
So after this game of Crucible, I gotta feed the dog and take a breather.
Match time. There can
But
be
these
only one
we're in competitive, right? Yeah. These auto
Yeah.
boot back to orbit.
Just did-
I've literally not played quick play since the first time I played the game. Like I have zero interest
That's
in playing
not
quick play
true at
ever
all.
again. No, since like when I'm talking about is like since we last played. Quick Play,
Fucking
which
come
was,
on!
Chris, with you, which is like a long time ago for me. I don't know what probably.
You
'cause
consider 5 days ago a long time ago?
yeah, I played Crucible every single day, Chris, like for like 5 hours.
Well,
since
well, you
then.
did say, to be fair, you said since you first played the game.
Yes.
So.
Apologies,
So-
but yeah, I'm mostly saying I've been playing a lot of Crucible, not been playing any quick play at all. I hate it. I think it's a bad mode. But this mode I love. I've been oddly enough only getting this. I've been not getting a lot of search and destroy, or sorry,
Okay, I need to switch
the
gun.
countdown or plant the bombs.
I need the auto rifle.
3
Yeah.
lives left.
OC Quinagardark. So there's one thing that Destiny 2 did recently that I don't know if you guys are aware of, and I did not participate in it, but it was weird. And they say they're going to do it every week. There's this thing called Crucible Bounties. Are you guys familiar?
No.
I mean, they had them in the first game.
No, these are different. So instead of the bounties you're thinking of, Chris, is what the challenge system currently is.
Okay.
Where it's like do this, do that. The bounties that thus far that they've showed in this was get on Crucible out a day, and there is a single player or that has a bounty on his name, a single real life human being. If you match up with him and kill him, you get a special emblem.
Fight on.
That sucked to
And
be that guy.
Traditionally, they make it known people. So this week or last week, it was a streamer named like X Gigabits or something. He's like and he actually fire teams with a bunch of Bungie devs. So like, I guess this streamer was fire teaming with Bungie devs in a 4-man team all day. So like, then the challenge was beat him and the team of Bungie devs that he's playing with, which was weird. But all you get for it is a special emblem, so you don't really get anything of, like... No, emblems are cool, but I mean, it's not like you get any gear or anything like that. It's just cosmetic. Weird, though. It's an interesting idea. I'm curious if it'll extend past just streamers. Like you said, Kyle, it'd be kind of neat if it just randomized it, because it'd be kind of fun to be you, right? What happens if it's you? Then you just play and everyone's gunning for you?
Yeah, but then if you just don't like... I don't play that much
See,
Crucible.
I feel
so
like
to
if
me,
they're
it
going to do
sucks for
that,
everybody
they should do
else.
that in a separate mode where one person in a big map of like 30 players or something is the player that you have to kill. So it's just like 29 guys chasing one guy and you got to try to like get away. That'd be interesting.
What the fuck? Okay, I hit a guy with a bunch of bullets. I come around the corner and he's back to full fucking shield.
One of the classes drop downs brings your shield back up. Also, one of the class abilities on one of the classes, when you get a specific type of kill, it's either melee or grenade. It recharges your shield.
Okay. He didn't get a kill, but...
Not even a kill. Like he could get a hit with it. Like if you I don't remember what build it is of the Warlock,
you,
but
that
one of
guy.
them literally just says it regenerates your shield, your health, and all your super and grenade and melee energy by using your melee while it's fully charged or whatever.
Dick.
But yes, I agree. That can be frustrating. When Captain America swings...
His mighty shield at nobody? Oh, there it is. Okay. Swings his mighty shield at that guy.
3 lives left.
What the Oh, cool. Nice job. You swung your big dick.
I hate swords so much, by the way.
No, it wasn't a sword. He used his ultimate.
Oh, in Crucible, they're so good.
Lives on your side.
I love having the Hunter, though, because you can hard counter sword users really easy by throwing the throwing knife right in their fucking head.
Yeah, pick it
as they're
up.
charging you. It feels
you
pretty
have it up.
good.
Oh yeah, it absolutely would.
1 minute.
Sadly, the other classes don't have that one-hit insta-kill ability with just a button press.
Why are we so much worse than them?
It's the other guy on our team, clearly.
Yep.
I don't know. The other guy on our team has the second spot on our list.
Doom, doom, doom.
30 seconds remaining.
Ah, he flanked me from behind.
Oh, this is
Just
good.
miss. You only have to kill 5 of them, okay? In 20 seconds.
Oh,
there
I
it
got
is.
from behind.
Yep. Oh, of course you
6
did.
actually I had to kill.
Nope, they had 1
They had
life
2
and then the
lives
4
left.
There,
Well,
yeah,
he
they
just
had
brought
1.
them down to 1.
Oh,
after he
I think I
just
see
got
what the
killed when he
issue
died.
is.
Nothing changes.
Looking at those KDAs real quick.
We're losing, that's the issue.
Yep.
They're better than us right now.
Yep.
The game can swing. I've seen way worse swings than this. I saw one where me
Like,
and my team were
match
getting
point,
wrecked.
what do they call it in
I'm
dive
talking
kick?
like clean sweeped, and then we came back to tie and then lost
Yeah.
in the tiebreaker. And I was like, you know what? I'll take that. That's a fun game.
There you go. That was a good grenade. Yeah, it's really satisfying when you come back from games like that. They had a word for it in dive kick. I think it was like a common thing in the fighting game community.
Oh
Not
yeah.
choke, but it was like something else.
Yeah, something like that. I know what you mean.
Left.
Yep.
Ah, I don't.
No, I don't want to be near this guy. He's got an ult.
I know. He ulted right
Got him.
outside the door of
Killed
me,
him.
and I
Yeah, I was right
basically
there.
just
There's
started
another guy
shooting
with him.
because I was like, I had committed already to shooting him, so I was like, well, I'm gonna die. I might as well try to do as much damage as I can. Which thankfully I had his shield still down when you guys fought him. So that's one of the things I love doing sometimes in this game. Is in certain modes, like if you're holding a zone, if your team's effectively holding a zone really well, I'll like to start playing like an idiot and just troll the opponent and try to like jump around in their area to get them to chase me to win and follow me to where the allies are. It's fun to do. Like that situation right there. Chris was killing that guy who was chasing me.
Been knocked out.
Oh, good job. Hey. Nice arc staff.
That's the one thing about this game, the shooting. I'm gonna say something maybe controversial. I love the shooting in this game. However, and this comes into play a lot more in this game than it did in Destiny 1. The enemies and obviously players can take advantage of it, but even the enemy AI take advantage of your auto aim. Because you know how your gun, sometimes when you're aiming and a new enemy walks across the screen while you're aiming, your auto aim will sometimes instantly move towards that character.
I don't think... Does this game have auto aim on it?
It does, yes it does. Every console shooter, Kyle, every single one has a built-in auto aim. It means that if you hold... Oh, I just got an exotic engram.
I got a bright engram.
The best thing about being a guardian.
Yeah, for leveling up probably.
is you'll never truly beat it.
Anyway, yeah. So if you'll notice it if like you're aiming at someone's head and he's behind a shield, and you're stuck there, and someone runs behind him really quickly, your aimer will quickly adjust to try to hit that person because it's called an aim assist, I believe.
Yeah.
You can actually turn it off. I haven't yet, but if you go to the settings, I'm pretty sure
I feel
there
like
is
mine's not on.
there is an aim assist option. Now they might have it on, they might not let you turn it off either. I'm 100% sure that there is an aim assist in the game because I've experienced it.
Auto look centering off.
That might be it. No, auto look centering I don't think is it. So I'm gonna actually just quickly do a quick Google on that. I need to feed the dog anyway, so.